Good morning, children. Once again, welcome to our fifth lesson. The lesson is on the boy who saved the forest. Let us close our eyes for a moment and become aware of God's presence. Pray silently for 1 second. In this lesson, we read the boy who saved the forest. So, which forest? In this lesson, we are speaking about Bandipur forest. Have you heard the name Bandipur? It is a national park which was established in the year 1974. It is in Gundlupet Taluk and in the Hangal village. So, the Bandipur National Park is mainly remembered for its tiger park. There is also tiger preserved in this particular forest. So, in this lesson, we see how the boy who stayed near close to Bandipur forest with his friend, how he helped the animals and birds to preserve in this forest. Now, to know little more about this Bandipur forest, there is a small video for you. Please watch it carefully. Did you enjoy the video, children? So you felt like we went to Bandipur forest and came. So this is the scene of the Bandipur forest where a lot of wildlife is preserved. You saw the different animals, birds living in this forest. So in this particular lesson, the child who saved the forest, please look into the words sprinting, running very fast, authority, people who have power, complain, express dissatisfaction about something, delighted, happy, appreciate, praise. So, as I told you earlier in this lesson, the boy, what's the name of the boy who saved this forest is Prem. Prem lived in a small village near this Bandipur forest with his parents. Since he lived near the forest, he used to take a walk in the forest daily and he had become very familiar or friendly with some of the animals and birds in the forest. One day when he came back from the school, he looked very sad and mother asked, "What is the matter?" And boy told that he heard that some trees would be cut down in the forest. So if the trees are cut down, where will the animals and the birds go? So you see the concern of Prem. And mother knew that Prem loved trees, birds, animals and flowers. So she said, first of all, go with your friend Nazrin and find out what has really happened. Exactly, really what has happened. So Prem took his friend Nazrin and went to the forest. There was a favorite. What's the meaning of favorite? What you like very much. When you like something very much, the word is used favorite. So that's the place where both used to go and sit. And when they sat around, what did they see? There was Hira, the deer, coming, running. Sprinting means running towards them. Maybe the animals knew the danger, what is going to take place. And then Nazrin asked, "What's the matter? Why the deer is looking so sad?" Prem replied that the trees in the forest would be soon cut down. So Hira, the deer, must have come to know about this. Usually they say the animals and birds, they can feel even if there is going to be drought or rain or even the earthquake, they say the animals will come to know first. So both thought for a while about where these animals would go. Then Prem looked at Nazrin and asked, "How can we stop this problem to cut down the trees? How can we stop?" So then Nazrin gave the idea, we will approach the authorities concerned. Now forest department, Bandipur is a forest. So he knew that we have to approach the Bandipur forest authorities. So both of them were happy to find the solution and they came back to their village. They told about their plan to the mother and mother said, "So who will write the complaint?" So mother, of course, we have to write the complaint to the president of Gram Sabha. Grama is a village, so they are living in the village. So they have to write a complaining letter to president of Gram Sabha. So Prem wrote a letter to Gram Sabha president, requested all his parents, friends and all the village people to sign on the request. So all the nearby villages, everyone signed the letter and the letter was sent to president of Gram Sabha. And within few days, Prem got the reply from the president of Gram Sabha. So what did president of Gram Sabha write? She wrote, "Dear Prem, we are happy about the love you have shown towards nature. Your request for not cutting down trees in the forest has been accepted. We have decided not to cut down the trees in the forest. Now the plants, animals and birds will be safe. So you may give this good news to all your friends and villagers." Okay, you can see in your textbook the picture how the Prem running with the letter, with the reply. Usually people don't look into what the children say, but here Prem is very responsible. So, who wrote this letter? It was the letter was replied by Srimati Rukmini Ramaya, the president of Gram Sabha. So that evening, Prem went back to the village and assured the villagers that nothing would happen to the forest and the animals. So, what did we see here? Prem taking charge of this particular problem. He discussed with his mother, with his friend, and he found the solution. So, what are we to do? We too are living in our own areas. Maybe it is time just find out what's the problem you have in your area, maybe in your ward number. Every one of us living with the ward. So find out whether the tube lights are burning or if you have drainage problem, domestic waste problem. So identify the problem and please write a letter to the corporator of your ward. So this is the practical thing what you have to do after reading this lesson. So please write it for your project. Write a letter to the corporator mentioning the problem of your area. And also there is an activity to identify the name of the trees. So please do it and read the lesson once again carefully. Underline the difficult words and write them in your homework book. Thank you.